Alright, so we got a new flight controller and 4-in-1 from Pyrodrone. Where is it? There we go. So let's start with the flight controller. So this is made by Pyrodrone. I love their other FC, the F4 V2. I've been using it for a long time on many quads. And it just works great, and it's a good price. It's like $30, you know, I mean, can't go wrong there. So here's the FC. It's changed quite a bit from the V2. See what else you get. So you get some grommets, of course, because they got the bigger holes, so you can fit the grommets to go on M3. 3 plugs. So it must be just for different types of 4-in-1s, I guess, since there is only one plug on the flight controller. You know what I really like that I saw recently that everybody should start doing is, I don't remember what company it was. I'm trying to think. It might have been T-Motor, but they wrote on the plug, they wrote like FC, and then on the other end they wrote ESC. That would help so many people, I swear, because it's really easy to plug it in the wrong way sometimes on certain ones. So it'd be pretty cool if everybody did that. But anyway, there you go. You got 3 different plugs, the grommets, and the flight controller. The flight controller, it's pretty awesome. I haven't really checked it out a ton, but it's called the Pyrodrone F4 Race with VTX pit mode. So some of the stuff is the same, but a lot has changed. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but all of the pads are different. Everything's up here now, except for you got some VTX pads down here and an LED pad. There's your 8-pin plug, and then you're choosing what you want your VTX power to be, either VBAT or 5V, which is really nice to have. But the biggest change is right here on the bottom. And as you can see, there's a space right here for a Unify V3 and a space right here for a Crossfire Nano. I believe you can also put a XM Plus there, because it does say on this one pad R1 as well as S bus, and that would line up with a XM Plus. I just happen to have one right here. Let's see. Yep, that would line up. Ground power S bus, yep. So XM Plus or Crossfire Nano. I'm sure most people are going to be using the Crossfire Nano on there, but pretty cool that you can mount it to the FC. There's only one other one that I've seen like that, and that is that White Noise Synergy F4. So pretty cool that Pyrodrone has done this. So it just solders up right here. You just put your Unify down and then solder it up. You got these other pads that help hold it in line. And then for this one, you know, you could use pins, but if it was me, I would recommend not using pins and just using wires, just because once you solder pins into here, they're not easy to desolder, to remove. I mean, if you try to remove them, you're most likely going to end up pulling the pads up with it, unless you're really good. So yeah, it wouldn't be, you know, stick some double-sided foam tape down here with the receiver in some heat shrink, just like I always do on mine. I put heat shrink and then the Gorilla foam tape, stick it down just like that, and just solder some short wires. You know, it would make it a lot easier to be able to swap it out. But for the Unify, you can just, you know, solder these 4 directly to it. Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right, okay. So, and then Pyrodrone also recommends, you know, this would be the normal way, but if you do put the Unify and Crossfire on this, mount it like this, upside down, and then just change it in the configuration tab accordingly. That way, you know, you have your VTX and receiver on top to be able to get to, because if you have it this way, you know, they're going to be in the middle of the stack and you're not going to be able to access them, even though, you know, most people are going to be using smart audio anyway. But you still do need to get to the bind button sometimes with the Crossfire Nano, or if it's an XM Plus, you're going to need to, you know. So just make it a lot easier, mount it this way, no big deal. Just change one thing in configuration tab and you're done. So that is the new VTX. It has an MPU 6000. It is 2 to 6S capable. It has a 5 volt 2 amp BEC, and it has 6 UARTs. I believe some of that, I believe all of that is the same as the old one, so it has all the same stuff. I love that it has 6 UARTs. It's just awesome. So there's that, and then the 4-in-1 is changed as well. You get some nice 12 or 14 gauge battery cable. There's the 4-in-1. You get a bunch of stuff actually. They did actually start doing this. They did that on the older one as well, where they put a blue plug on one end, and then they say, you know, the blue plug goes to the ESC end, which is nice. But you also get a nice XT60 and 2 caps. They're 680 35 volt, and then some grommets. I don't know why they don't make black grommets. I mean, you would want them to match, because everybody's going to be using these together, you know, most likely. I usually, when I can, I try to not use the yellow ones, and I just stick some black ones in there. Because if you're like me, you'll have something like this. And that, it's nice to have grommets because you'll be using them a lot. So, let's see what else. We'll go with the 4-in-1 here. So, this is 45 amps, same as the old one. 3 to 6S. You'll notice it has a nice heat sink right here, which is great. It is a F3 MCU. It's BL-Heli32. It has an integrated LC filter, which is really nice. Got your current sensor on there. It does not have a BEC. Let's see. Both of them should be 8-pin. See, I don't even know which one. I guess probably this one that came with the 4-in-1 would be best to use. So the blue goes in the... Oh, wait, but this is the new one. I guess, yeah, it's the same. Just like that, and you're done. So very nice combination. The flight controller is the same price as the old one. It's $32.99, and I think, let me look up the 4-in-1 real quick. Well, it's $74 for the stack together, and the ESC by itself is $49.99. So if you buy them separate, you know, you're paying what, $50, $80, $83. Or you can buy the stack together for $74. So it's a very nice stack at a great price. And I think that's about it. Very nice. All right.